Match your Google Forms to your data. Add-ons. If you're short on time, Google Forms make your work very easy. These form-based schedules allow users from several different departments to input the most relevant data for an assignment or project. But was there ever a question about some of the pre-populated templates? Using editables within G-Forms is a great way to create an extension for a specific process without having to use the template or capture other records. Google Form Add-ons. Google Forms can be used to collect data from a variety of sources, but it can be difficult to match your question to the data you want to collect. Fortunately, there are a number of Google Forms add-ons that make this process easier. One popular add-on is the Data Grabber. This tool lets you automatically populate values in your forms based on values in a Google Sheets spreadsheet. This can help ensure that your questions are specifically tailored to the data you want to collect. Another helpful add-on is the Data Loader. This tool helps you collate and analyze your data in a centralized location. This can make it easier to understand how your data is performing and identify any trends. How do I add an Automator to my Forms editor? If you're anything like me, you use a lot of Google Forms to collect data from your users. But how do you make sure that the data you collect is actually useful? Simple. Match your Google Forms to your data. Add-ons can help with just that. There are dozens of add-ons available for Google Forms, but we'll focus on a couple specific ones. The first add-on we'll look at is called Validate Forms. Validate Forms helps to ensure that the data you collect is accurate and legible. It does this by automatically checking for spelling errors and ensuring that numbers are properly formatted. This can be a huge time saver when it comes to processing your data. The next add-on we'll look at is called Data Formatica. Data Formatica is a powerful tool that can help you generate insightful reports from your data. It takes your entered data and uses algorithms to create colorful visual representations of it. This can help you see patterns in your data and make better decisions based on it. How do I add the Drive SDK to my Forms editor? Drive is a popular file storage and sharing platform from Google. If you're using Forms editor to create and manage your online forms, it's possible to include the Drive SDK in your form submission process. Here's how to add the Drive SDK to your Forms editor. 1. In Forms editor, open the form submission window and select the form you want to modify. 2. Click the gear icon in the top right corner of the window and select Settings. 3. Under the General tab, click Add-ons. 4. In the Add-ons window, click Drive SDK and select Install Now. 5. Follow the instructions on the screen to complete the installation process. Once the Drive SDK has been installed, you'll need to configure it so that it can access your data stored in Google Drive. Open the App Settings page for Forms Editor and scroll down until you see the Drive section. In this section, make sure that your Forms Editor account is listed as an authorized user on your Google Drive account, and then click Save Changes to apply these changes. Run Form from Dropbox. Match your Google Forms to your data. Add-ons. Using an authorized third-party add-on, you can run your Google Forms data from a Dropbox location, making it easy to access and update data. Uploading files to Drive. If you're using Drive to store your Forms data, you can easily upload the files you collected to your Drive account. On your Google Forms page, click the Upload Files button that's near the bottom on the right, then select the files you want to upload. You can even choose to send the files over email when you're finished. If you're using an Add-ons dashboard, you can also upload your data directly from that tool. You'll need to sign in to your Add-ons account and open your data panel. There, find the file you want to upload and select it. Then, click Upload Selected Files. Once the files have been uploaded, they'll be accessible in your Drive account. Run a custom program within the form. This is a great article that outlines how to use an add-on to run custom code within a Google Forms submission. This enables users to have more control over the data, form and results. This can be especially helpful for collecting data specific to your business or organization. By using an add-on, you can easily add functionality such as tracking submissions, logging user data and more. Check out the full article for more information on how to get started. Importing data into your Excel spreadsheet for reporting, visualizations, and more. Google Forms make it easy for you to gather data from your team and convert that data into information that you can use for analysis and reporting. If you're not already using forms, now is the time to start. Forms are great for collecting data from remote teams, as well as keeping everyone on your side of the process. You can also use forms to collect feedback. By using a form, your team can verify that they have received all the information that is required and that it is accurate. There are a number of add-ons available to make working with Google Forms even easier. Add-ons give you a range of features like tracking responses, importing data, exporting data, and more. Choosing the right add-on will depend on your needs. Some add-ons provide features that others do not, so it is important to understand what you need in order to find the perfect one for your project. In addition to selecting an add-on, it is important to configure the form correctly in order for it to function effectively. Once you have collected the data and configured the form correctly, it is time to summarize the results and visualize them in order to